What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another AEW Rampage full show results coming guys' way. Tonight's episode of AEW Rampage Fighter Fest was broadcast from the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Your broadcast team was Excalibur and Toni Schiavone. The show opened with a graphic paying tribute to Wyndham Rotunda, 1987 through 2023. And it's Friday, and you know what that means. AEW International Championship match. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy as your champion versus QTV's Aaron Solo with Harley Cameron. Solo kicked Orange in the midsection. Orange countered with a side headlock takeover. Orange had Solo's ankles trapped, and then he sent Solo to the arena floor with an arm drag. Solo pulled Orange out of the ring. Orange went to strike Solo, and Solo used Harley as a human shield. Orange wasted no time, moved around them, and connected with a Topia Suicida on Solo. I almost said Solo Sokoa. Cassidy climbed to the top rope, but Harley interfered and pulled Orange down. Solo seized the opportunity to go on the attack. Solo closed the distance, charging at Orange Cassidy in the corner with a running elbow. The champ took flight, jumping off the top rope and connecting with a crossbody press. Solo ducked the Orange punch. Orange nailed Solo with a stun dog millionaire and followed up with a DDT for a near fall. Harley grabbed a microphone and began to sing to distract Orange. Solo landed a corkscrew drop kick and then planted Orange on his shoulders. Solo squashed Orange with a diving double stomp for a 2 count. Harley removed her boot, and while the referee was distracted, Solo struck Cassidy in the head with it. Orange rocked Solo with a orange punch. He followed up with a beach break and pinned Aaron Solo. From earlier in the week, footage aired of Jim Ross' sit-down interview with AAA Latino American champion QT Marshall. Now it's time I get the respect I feel I've earned ever since I started in AEW. People always think I've aligned myself with other guys. Cody Rhodes, Powerhouse Hobbs. When in actuality, they've aligned themselves with me. But that's not the story that you guys commentary wanted to tell. I never complained. I just sat there and smiled because I'm a pro. I'm not just a pro. I put the pro in professional wrestling. I was taught be a good soldier and opportunities will arise. Speaking of opportunities, it seems there's this narrative that because of my relationship with Tony Khan, I get said opportunities. But if that were the case, why did I have to go to another country? Why did I take management of AAA to see in me everything I've been saying since day one? The other night, in front of 20,000 people, you're right, I beat 3 of the best wrestlers in the world. And how did I do it? By being one of the best wrestlers in the world. I don't have a backup plan. This is it. I don't have a degree from university, but I learned a long time ago I have a PhD in professional wrestling. I have passion. I have heart. I have determination to be absolute best that ever stepped in the ring, inside the ring. This is all about me getting everything I've ever wanted in AEW. I'm not on the posters. I'm not on the trucks. I'm not even have an action figure. So now I'm going to defend this AAA Latino American title with pride starting this Friday night. And I will finally get this respect I've earned, even from you. AAA Latin American Championship match. QT Marshall as your champion with Johnny TV versus Gravity. Gravity drop kicked QT out of the ring. Gravity went over the top and nailed QT with a Top Con Hero. Gravity jumped off the ropes, but QT took down Gravity with a stiff forearm. Gravity attempted a Hurricanrana off the apron, but QT caught him and countered with a power bomb onto the apron. Back in the ring, Gravity crushed QT with a destroyer for a near fall. QT hit a combination on Gravity, making him pay. Gravity reversed a suplex and nailed QT with several thrust kicks. Gravity landed a 21 plex on QT Marshall for a near fall. Gravity and QT choke guide for a position on the top turnbuckle. Gravity dropped QT back down onto the mat for a near fall. QT hit the diamond cutter and then used the dirt sheet driver on Gravity, scoring the pin. Your TNT champion Luchasaurus versus R. Jones. Luchasaurus clocked his opponent with a massive boot in the face. Luchasaurus chokeslammed him. After hitting him with a lariat back to the head, Luchasaurus pinned his opponent. Luchasaurus chokeslammed. Christian Cage, holding the TNT Championship, was watching on the monitor backstage. Your main event time. AEW Women's World Champion Hikaru Shida and Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. versus the Outcast Toni Storm and Saraya with Ruby Soho. Saraya hammered away at Baker with elbows. Toni tagged in and stomped Britt Baker in the corner. Toni took Baker down with a snap suplex. Toni smashed Baker with a hip attack, sending Britt crashing on the arena floor. Ruby Soho was kicking Britt until the TBS champion Chris Statlander sprinted to the ring, hoisted up Ruby, and carried her all the way to the back. Baker rallied back with a neckbreaker to Toni Storm. Baker tagged in Shida, and Shida cleaned house on Storm and Saraya. Shida suplexed Saraya onto Storm. Shida and Storm exchanged forearms and chops in the corner or in the center of the ring. Saraya heaved Britt by the hair. Storm squashed Baker in the corner with a hip attack. The Outcast hit a tandem powerbomb on Baker. Shida cracked Storm with a question mark kick. Saraya knocked down Shida with a thrust kick, but Baker was there to dish out a thrust kick of her own to Saraya. Kicks all around, said Excalibur. Baker connected with a ripcord elbow strike to Saraya. Shida dropped Toni Storm. Shida planted Saraya with the Falcon Arrow. Baker rocked Saraya with a swinging neckbreaker. Britt Baker applied her surgical glove, getting ready to apply the lockjaw to Saraya. Saraya grabbed the referee's leg to distract him. Toni Storm pulled out a can of spray paint. Shida tried to pull the can away, but Storm sprayed Shida in the eyes. Baker landed a thrust kick on Storm. Baker went to check on Shida, but Shida, who was temporarily blinded, and struck Baker. Saraya spiked Baker with a nightcap and pinned her. Catch AEW Dynamite on TBS next Wednesday, live at 8/7 Central from Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Don't miss AEW Collision on Saturday, later tonight on TNT at 8/7 Central. Be part of history this Sunday at Order All In London from Wembley Stadium, live on pay-per-view at 6 p.m. BST, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. 0 hour begins at 5 p.m. BST, noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. PT. And remember, the home of professional wrestling is All Elite Wrestling. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for AEW Collision. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy-ass bitch motherfucker.